Hello, my name is Callum Longmuir, and I hope that you enjoy this video essay. What have you learnt from that? What did that introduction actually tell you about myself? Other than my name and the fact that I'm introducing this video essay, not a whole lot. Effectively, you're in the dark. That brings me on to my chosen subject. Character introductions. When building audience investment, first impressions are everything, especially in film. Without that initial hook, why stick around to see a character's journey? Why shake hands with a cardboard cutout? Luckily, good introductions are easy to come by, equating you with their leads in various different ways, whether it's via their cinematography, editing, or script. Take, for example, 2019's The Gentleman, directed by Guy Ritchie, and the introduction of the amoral private eye Fletcher. The first look we have of him is a medium shot, with Fletcher covered in darkness. You can't make out a lot of detail, but his jovial "Buenos tardes, Raimundo" gives him a cheeky impression first and foremost, and due to the lack of light and discernible features, this impression is magnified by a relatively murky revealing shot. The common trope of stepping out of the shadows is utilised, in my opinion, quite cleverly here, alongside the new information that we learn from the man.
As the best private investigator in this smoky little town, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, they are ready to put 150 grand in my pocket to give him some filth.
With one tracking zoom shot, the details come into light, if you will, as the exposition is coupled with his withdrawal from the obscure shadows. He's a freelance journalist, the best there is, and now you can make out every details of his face, clothes, and traits. Fletcher goes from an enigmatic figure, hiding in the dark, to a properly introduced character through a simple change of focus and lighting, working in tandem with the script. If you're looking for a contrast and a focus on editing, look no further than 2007's Hot Fuzz, directed by Edgar Wright. Officer Angel is initially introduced with a long shot of himself marching towards the camera. This image being held on for just long enough to be absurd, yet building up to a payoff that can only be described as a fast-paced assault. A narrator illustrates Angel's life in a series of pit stops, building up his resume in a quick and effective way. The editing leans into it, with speedy momentum that flows incredibly well. This is achieved by blending the cuts together, whether it's via objects in the foreground, the flash of a camera, or a swooping transition. This pace is an inventive method that efficiently introduces Angel as a well-respected powerhouse, whilst also keeping it tongue-in-cheek, with the final shot of the sequence cutting the music, and leaves you with the knowledge that this is definitely, in fact, a comedy.